17 years ago, I discovered a banking strategy that completely changed how I invest in real estate. At first, I thought it was too good to be true until I learned Walt Disney used it to fund Disneyland and J.C. Penney used it to save his company. What amazed me most was that major banks use this exact strategy with their own money, yet they don't offer it to their customers because they'd rather have you keep your money in their low interest savings accounts. This strategy lets you take back control of your money from the banks, grow it tax deferred and use it tax-free, access it anytime without asking permission, and earn returns in two places at once. I've used this system to fund millions in real estate deals because it puts me in control, not the banks. No more begging for loans or explaining how I'll use my own money. It is called infinite banking, and the wealthy have used this strategy for over 100 years. And once I show you how it works, you'll never look at money the same again. Tomorrow, I'll show you why your bank account is actually making you poorer. Before I discovered infinite banking, I was a traditional financial advisor, but what I learned about banks changed everything for me and my clients. According to Bankrate, the national average yield is 0.56% for a typical savings account at a major bank. Put $10,000 in a savings account today, in 1 year, you'll earn about $56 in taxable interest. And here's the math. While inflation sits at 3% or more, that $10,000 actually lost $300 in buying power. You didn't earn $56, you lost $244 trying to save money. The craziest part is your bank takes that same $10,000 and lends it out at 6 to 18% interest. I watched them make thousands while paying clients pennies. That's when I knew there had to be a better way. After years of studying how the wealthy build wealth, I realized the wealthy don't park money in banks. They become the bank. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. Tomorrow, I'll share how I discovered the infinite banking strategy that changed everything. Back in 2010, I was frustrated watching my clients earn next to nothing in savings accounts or volatility in the market. Then I discovered Nelson Nash and becoming your own banker. At first, I was skeptical. Insurance is a banking system, but when I dug deeper, I realized this was a specialized policy designed for high cash value growth. So I tested it with a real estate deal. I set up my first policy, used it to fund a property purchase, and something incredible happened. My money kept growing in the policy while I was using it in real estate. By storing your money in a specially designed life insurance policy, it lets you grow your money guaranteed, access your cash whenever you want, keep earning interest even while you're using your money tax-free. I thought it was too good to be true. But after using it for years in my own real estate business, this strategy works better than anything I've seen. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly how to structure one of these policies for maximum cash value growth. When I started designing infinite banking policies, I noticed something that bothered me. Most agents were structuring them backwards. Let me explain. Think of your policy like a race car built for performance. I structure every policy like I'm building a race car, stripping away anything that doesn't add speed and power to your financial engine. Traditional agents put your money into death benefit because they earn bigger commissions. But I flipped the script and put up to 90% into cash value you can actually use. Let me show you. Put $10,000 in a traditional policy and you might have $1,000 available to use. But in my properly structured policies, you get $6,000 to $9,000 or more available right away. That's money you can use for real estate, business, or whatever you want. I've used this strategy to fund millions in real estate deals. When a hot property comes up, I'm ready to pounce. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to use this cash value to make money in two places at once. Let me show you how I bought a rental property. What's amazing is I got the property and my money in my policy kept growing while I was using it. Here's how. I had $100,000 cash value in one of my banking policies. I found a great rental property and needed $50,000 for the down payment. So I borrowed $50,000 from my policy, but my entire $100,000 kept earning interest. Most people think I'm crazy when I tell them this. They say, Barry, if you took out $50,000, how can the full amount of the policy's cash value still be growing? It's because unlike a bank withdrawal, a policy loan doesn't remove your money. It uses your policy as collateral. This means my money works in two places, guaranteed returns in my policy, and my $50,000 is making money in real estate. And here's what I teach my clients. Use the rental income to pay back the loan. Tomorrow, I'll show you why this strategy is even more powerful when you understand the tax benefits. In my 17 years of real estate investing, I've paid a lot in taxes, but everything changed when I discovered how to grow and access money completely tax-free. I had a client come to me frustrated about paying taxes on his investment gains. I showed him how I use my banking policy to grow money tax-deferred and use it tax-free and pass it on tax-free. He thought I was making it up until I showed him the tax code. Here are some real numbers. I put $10,000 into my policy. It grows by 5 to 6% with dividends. In a regular investment account, I'd owe taxes on every penny of growth. But in my banking policy, I pay zero taxes on that growth. And when I need money for a real estate deal, I take a policy loan. My money keeps growing tax deferred while I use it tax free. Think about this. Your money grows tax deferred, you access it tax free, you pass it on tax free. Tomorrow, I'll show you how I use this tax free money to build my real estate portfolio. I had a client that found a perfect rental property for $200,000. Most investors would run to the bank, fill out piles of paperwork, and wait weeks for approval. But let me show you how they closed in days using the banking policy. They needed $40,000 for the down payment. Instead of begging a bank for a loan, they made one call to the insurance company, and 3 days later, they had the money deposited in their bank account. No questions, no credit checks. They never had to wait to qualify for a bank loan. Their entire cash value kept growing in the policy, and the property was generating $1,500 a month in rental income. Then they used the rental income to pay back the policy loan, build more cash value, then do it all again. Wash, rinse, repeat. Each cycle makes the banking system stronger. That's why we call it infinite banking. Tomorrow, I'm going to bust the biggest myths out there about this strategy. You won't want to miss it. When I first heard about life insurance as a banking system, I couldn't wrap my head around it. But after 15 years of using it myself, let me bust the biggest myths. When people tell me it's too expensive, it's usually because they don't know where to look. Consider what you're currently putting in bank accounts, retirement plans, or car payments. That same money could be building your own banking system. Or how about the popular, the returns are terrible? Consider this, guaranteed 4 to 5% growth, plus dividends, plus tax-free use of the money, plus I use the same money to earn real estate returns. Show me a bank account that does all that. Here's the biggest myth. Only the rich can do this. You can start your policy for less than $500 a month. It's how I started, and now I use it to fund millions in real estate deals. The secret isn't starting big, it's starting right. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly how to get started. When I started my first banking policy, I had more questions than answers. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to get started. After helping thousands build their infinite banking systems, here's what I found you need. $500 or more monthly to set aside, basic good health, and a desire to break free from banks. That's it. Everything else I can teach you. Last week, I sat down with a client who thought he needed thousands to start. By showing him how I structure these policies, he realized he could start with just $500 a month. Now he's building his first banking policy. People ask me all the time, what if I need the money? What if I miss a payment? What if my situation changes? Here's what I love about these policies. They're built for flexibility. You can adjust as life happens. The biggest mistake I see is people getting the wrong policy structure. Get it right, and you'll have a powerful banking system for life. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you exactly how I structure these policies for maximum cash value and flexibility. After 15 years and thousands of policies, I've learned one crucial truth. The design of your banking policy determines everything. When I design a policy, I focus on 3 things: maximum cash value from day one, flexibility to access your money anytime, room for growth as your wealth grows. This is the exact framework I use for my own policies. While most agents structure policies with only 10 to 20% available cash, my clients typically get 80 to 90% of their money in year one. Because I designed these specifically for banking, not just death benefit. In your free strategy session, I'll show you your exact numbers based on your goals, multiple policy design options. There's no pressure, no sales tactics, just real strategies I use myself. The best time to start your banking system was yesterday. The second best time is today. Click the link below to watch my Infinite Banking Masterclass, where I will reveal everything you need to know to get started today.